I was supposed to go to yard sales, but it ended up raining, so I went to this estate sale instead. I walked right into the living room. They had a really pretty fireplace and two beautiful couches. I loved this floral one. The details were so nice on it. I really wish I had a place to put it. They also had this hutch with the red dishes in it and this really pretty lamp as well. Then there was another sitting room off the living room. It had a bunch of Longaberger baskets in it, this really pretty lamp. And then I went back into the bedroom. It had a few nice things in it. I thought this chair was really pretty, but it was $125. The pillow was only $10 though. And I thought this piece was kind of cute. I've never seen anything like it before. Then I went upstairs and they had 2 bedrooms and a bathroom up here. This piece was pretty, but it did have some stains on it. And I like these pictures on the wall, kind of, but they were $15 each, so that felt a little bit high to me. The first room had a really pretty wooden chair, but unfortunately it had a chip in the part where you sit down, so I decided to pass on it. And then they also had a bunch of quilts. It looks like the person that lived here probably handmade most, if not all of these really pretty quilts. Then in the next bedroom, they had this really pretty vanity and this chair that I loved. I'm so sad that this chair was broken. It had such pretty details and I love the color, but unfortunately the side of it was broken and I don't know how to repair furniture, so I was afraid I wouldn't be able to fix it, so I left it behind, but I kind of regret it. They also had a bunch of porcelain dolls and vintage bears in this room. I used to collect porcelain dolls when I was a kid. I loved this lamp, but it was $50, so it just felt like it was a little bit high. In the bathroom, they had these pieces, which I thought were Wedgwood when I first seen them, but then I realized they were vintage Avon pieces. I did get one of the perfume bottles, and it still had the perfume in it. I'm going to use it for something different, though. They also had some of these vintage Avon pieces up on this shelf. So then I went back downstairs and went into this room, which is like a sunroom area. They had a bunch of stuff laid out in here. Some really pretty pieces. These like amber color pieces were really nice. And I like these milk glass pieces as well, but I didn't get any of it. There were some dishes on this table. Another pretty lamp. Lots of pretty lamps here. I thought this little opening was super cute. And they had so much crystal. They just had shelves and shelves of crystal pieces. Then I went down to the basement area. Down here, there was a big open room with just some random stuff in it. And then there was a little bedroom off to the side. I didn't find anything in either of these rooms. There were some books. I've been looking for some vintage books to use as decor, but I'm looking for certain style and certain color. I didn't find any here, but I did look through them a little bit just to see what they had. And then over on this shelf, they also had some more books. They had a lot of books and some vintage toys, which was kind of cool. I'm not really interested in buying those, but I do like to see them. They had a little bit of Christmas decor. In this room, there were a bunch of frames and pictures. I looked through them and I ended up getting 2 mini frames and 1 larger frame. I also went out to the garage and they had a bunch of old vintage tools and things like that. I didn't get to look in the dining room very much because that's where they were checking people out. I did think this hutch was beautiful though. And then my last stop was in the kitchen. I thought that this was a great estate sale. I really enjoyed looking around at everything. I do feel like a lot of things were priced a little bit high, but I still found some things that I loved, so I'm really happy that I went.